Come on, rat. Stop drinking. Fucking rat whisperer. Hey folks, how you doing? Been a long time. This is really weird getting in front of camera again. I just happen to be sitting here looking at some videos on YouTube and just came across a couple of DIY videos and thought, you know what, let's go put one up because I need to make juice this morning. Let you know kind of what's been going on in the last year or so. I don't mix as much. You can see this is what I've got on my table all the time. I have 20 times this amount in that cupboard there and the one behind you, but I've got very lazy with it. I can't remember the last time I wrote a recipe down. I normally come up here and I'm like, I'm getting low, better make another one, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. And I don't write anything down anymore. I just grab some stuff, put it together, and it seems to work, which is good. I guess that's some experience, I guess. But today I thought to myself, I need some peach. And normally I make just a fruit on its own. I've been kind of just fruits and candies recently. Except for this one. This was a raspberry shake, which was left over from Christmas. Which I did make a bunch because I went to England, so I had to make a big batch to make sure I had enough to go with. So I made like 5 or 6 flavors. That was the most I put together for a long time. Again, no recipes, just put it together. So today I thought peach, and I thought, well, let's do something a bit different. I don't want a cream because I want to be able to vape it straight away. So I thought, well, let's do like a peach cobbler, but you know, like a real fresh peach, not too much of the cobbler bit. But anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and mix it and talk to you. There's not going to be any recipe anywhere. If you want to follow it, just fine, but this is just a bit of fun. And I haven't looked at the state of vaping, as in DIY, what the latest trends are and stuff like that. But for me, there is no trend. I mean, it's like cooking. It's, you know, the spaghetti that I made 3 years ago is probably going to be a spaghetti I make today, unless I find like a better quality of product put in it. So to me, I still just want to go back and just show you how easy it is. There is no science behind it. Grab your flavors, put them together. Flavors, so, you know, taste is so subjective. Just go with what you enjoy, and don't be afraid to mix it. The worst that can go wrong here is I go, I don't like that, and mix another one. So anyway, I've started off. I've already got my nicotine in here. I've done that off camera, so obviously gloves and everything else you need to use. But you know why I've done it off camera. Okay, so I know from this is Yellow Peach by Capella. I always put something over the top in case it spills when I do this, because I don't want it everywhere. I always use this in the big one, because the small one I just get through it so quick. So this is like one of my only ones that I've got on the table with this kind of size, except for the liquid bar and stuff, which it comes in anyway. So I'm going to go 4% with the Yellow Peach, just because I know that works really well. For the old recipe, Just Peachy, is still one of my favourites. What did I say, 4%? Well, I'm there chatting and we've actually done 5. There we go. And again, I don't need to have a calculator or anything, you know. I know at 30 mil, 5% is 180. Shit, I need to edit. It's 150. So yeah, it's basically just, you just multiply it by 30 and then you get your grams. It's pretty damn easy. And there's a lot of noise here because I have 9 rats now. I've got 4 boys over in that cage, 4 girls there, 1 boy in the other cage. He's on his own because he lost his partner. And I got a chinchilla in here, and a gerbil, which is like 4 years old. I don't know how it's still alive. It doesn't even look like it walks straight anymore, but it's holding on. So there's going to be a lot of that noise in the background. But you know, my videos, they're not polished or anything. But anyway, okay, 5% Yellow Peach. Then we're going to go to Capella Cranberry. Again, this just gives it that little bit of tartness, which I really like. A tart. And I normally do about 1.5. And I think what I'm going to do is, I don't want to get these, I'm going to stay 1.5 because I think I went a little bit too much with the peach. It probably needs 2 to come through. but then I'm going to have to whack everything else up so far. So we'll do that now. With the Just Peachy flavour, I always had super sweet in it. I've been vaping really sweet vapes lately, and I've kind of just come off of it a little bit. But I'd normally use sweet tangerine as well. Well, I'm not going to do that. I don't want it to. This really does elevate the peach, but to like a candy flavour. So I'm going to put some Flavora lemon in it. This will give it that tartness as well, and I think it'll just help layer the peach and the cranberry. I think it will complement them really good. I've never tried this with this mix, so this is like the best lemon, Flavora lemon. Go really careful with it. 2 drops in 10 ml is like almost excessive. It's like, that's like the maximum. So I've got 30 ml here. I'm probably going to do like 4 drops. And you think, wow, 4 drops. This is why I never got on with Flavora when I was mixing, you know, all the time in front of you folks, because I didn't realise it was that concentrated. It really is. It's ridiculous. And it doesn't take a lot. So like you're putting in 1% lemon, and then you're like, well, that lemon ain't that good. Well, it's not, because you over flavored it, and once you bring it back down to where it should be, and if you mix with just Flavora, you know, you can like 1% flavouring is like absolutely fine with a lot of the flavours, and you really do then get to taste it tastes like real lemon when you do it like in that. Now with this is Tfa Berry Cereal. I don't know if it's still called that, but it's if not, you can soon find out what it is. But this is great. This one for me is more of a cookie than a cereal, but it's like I guess it's supposed to be like a granola, but it really comes off as like a cookie to me, and it is like one of the best ones. It's one of those ones that doesn't fade for me, and it just gets better over time. So I'm going for the cobbler. I still want more fruit coming out. I want this as a bit of a background. I'm just going to put like, I've got, right now, what have we got, about 6% fruit. So let's put this in at like, let's put them in at 1.5. So I want 45 grams, 0.45 grams, sorry. Unless I'm just doing this, this is what I do. And I just put the bottles back where they are. I mean, I'll forget what the recipe was. It may come out fucking brilliant, but next time I'll mix something a little different. I'm not so uptight about it all now. I don't care if it's a little bit off. Now I still have my favourite flavours. I still have my all day vape that I just is just amazing, which I haven't made for like 3 months now, and I still have the Just Peachy, which I do vape quite a lot, but I don't have any of that left right now. So this is Capella sugar cookie now. This smells amazing. I don't think it really tastes afterwards as good as it smells. So when I smell it, I'm like, oh, 4% of this, 4 fucking percent. But again, I'm going to do like a 1.5. This one will die off, so it will kind of just go behind the berry cereal, just complement it. But it really does, for me, it dies out quite a bit after a steep. I remember I'm going to shake and vape this, and I'll vape it all day. Alright, I don't think we're going to use a cream or a filler. I like to call them a filler, like a marshmallow and all that, but I really don't think, when I do, I normally use like creamy yogurt. You know what, let's use the creamy yogurt. Let's put 1% of creamy yogurt in, because this stuff is really good. Again, it's not heavy like a custard. It's got a little bit more of a I'm not quite sure how to explain this now. Like an Tfa fresh cream or something. Oh, you've either got heavy custard or you've got a cream, you know, your sweet cream, stuff like that. This is just like, it's like that cream. It's like a lighter cream with, I mean, it's a creamy yogurt. It's like, it's almost like, it's not a sour cream. I don't want to call it that. But it's one of my favourite, like I call a fattener, a filler. Just helps, gives it a little bit of body, and you don't need much of it. I'm not putting it in there so much for the flavour on this one, but it is one of those I think that really complements it, complements the mix without adding whatever you don't want. Now, when we get to this stage, shit, you know what, I should have filled these up. Well, we've got a bit of each here. So now I can turn this off, and we'll just fill the bottle up. So this is VG, 100%, and it's supposed to be filled up. Of course, I didn't script this video or anything. So, oh shit, it is what it is, and we get it on the outside of the bottle like we normally do. But this is what you do at home. This isn't, you know, this, you see the other videos, you know, and everything looks so good and so fresh, and it's very well recorded how they do it. But I kind of just like to show you how the average Joe does do this, that when you do this same shit of spilling it everywhere, you ain't the only dickhead that does it. Now this is an 80-20 I'm putting in here. It is cold out, so like, you know, I spend some time outside, so it does help it flow a little bit better, but I really do not like PG. I'm just doing it because I don't want to fill this up on camera. There, still the same mixer. I hope there's still not that thing of, oh, you're killing it, the poor molecules and all that shit. I mean, I'll show you this after it's done. You're not really whipping any air in it. If you keep the frother below, you know, where it splits, keep that below the surface, and you're not really whipping any air in it. All you're doing is just mixing this up really good. When you shake it, you get a lot more air in it. If you hand shake it, I see a lot more air in it. This is all done below the surface. I can see little bubbles in it, but it's the ones that were kind of introduced when I put this in. You know, because there'd be air stuck between the forks there. Okay. I don't know if I think I made a video in this room. I don't know. I think I did. This is my new house. I've been in here just over a year, and we're quite in here comfortable now. But you can see there is some air bubbles in there, but not much. You know, it's just the same as what you would if you were shaking, but I'm not going to get into all that. This is how I do it. This is how I've done it for a long time. Oh, right, let's try this sucker. Let's put this away. See how we're doing for time on the video. Well, that's pretty good. 12 minutes. Now, something I will tell you about is what I'm vaping on. Not long after I stopped doing the videos, I went to a Squonk just to try it out and really like it. Now I'm exclusively on one. This is the Profile RDA. This is the one that's got the mesh coil in it, which I really like. You can see it's different. I've only got to fire it on 45 watts, so this 2 battery mod, this is the Homeboy Squonk mod. What it's actually called now. If I got the box here somewhere, but I only need 45 watts, and it's got this great Squonk bottle there. And all you got to do is just push it and vape it. It's like so fucking easy. It's like you've got the best of both worlds. You've got an RDA and you've got a tank. You know, and it doesn't leak. This one doesn't anyway. Let me go ahead and draw some of this other juice out of there before I drip that, and that's another thing you can do is just drip straight on it, unlike a tank. I've never set the smoke alarm off in this room either, so maybe we can do that today. We won't know. If I was mixing maybe like 3 or 4 mixes in front of you, oh god, I hate these fucking things. Just using these bottles up to get them out of the way. I've got fucking thousands of other bottles. And this video, let's just call this video a one-off. I'm not going to say I'm coming back. I may do another one. I may, you know, look at this and think, ah, yeah, let's do another. Let's not go there. I'm not. I always enjoyed doing these. I enjoyed interacting with you folks. It was always a lot of fun. But I don't know. Now vaping is more of like a means to an end. It's just one of those things that I do instead of smoke. And the thing is, I think I'd give it up. But when you've got like 800-900 concentrates sat around, you feel bad about doing it. And I still enjoy it. So, all right, well, let's try this, the peach cobbler. Not as good as I thought it would be. Yeah, it's like I may have just dropped a little bit too much cookie in there. Now, one thing with those, they will die off. The peach doesn't. It dulls down a little bit. This is all going to come together, but it just feels like a little bit of a mishmash right now. It feels like it doesn't feel like balance. It's like there's too many things fighting with each other. You know, it's trying to be a cookie, and it's trying to be a peach, and But remember, this is shake and vape, and I put it straight on top of raspberry shake. So. It's still incredibly smooth. Shake and vape, so smooth, but this profile RDA is just like drinking the fucking juice. It's just like the best tasting. And I said, oh, actually I said 45 watts. It's actually on 40. And I hit it on 40 all day long. This mesh coil it heats like instantly. And it's only 0.17 ohms on 40 watts. It's like very strange. And I do this one, and I do the Goon. There's my Goon RDA. I love this. But then this one I've got hit on like 80, 90 watts on here. But my God, the vapor production. When you really want that full like whack of vapor, I'll go on that. But I've been on this now for probably about 2 months. So I was on the Goon for 2 months before that, and then on this 2 months before that. I changed around a little bit, but this one you really taste it. Come on, guys, knock it off. There's 2 of them lining up for it now. Those fuckers drink a lot of water. I guess when you got 9 of them, there's going to be someone drinking at some time. They are beautiful animals. Rats are fantastic. People say to me, rats? Someone said to me the other day, rats? R-A-T-S? Rats? And I was like, yeah, rats. Okay, the raspberry shake is going down now. There we go. Get it a little bit better now. It's pleasant. It's nice. It's not like the kick of fruit that I was really after, but then, you know, you still got to try and balance it a little bit. And it's, thank God it's not as sweet as I've been vaping. I picked something up the other day and vaped it. It was a gummy vape. Oh, here it is right here. You can see, look, I'm just about out of that. That was extremely sweet. I put a bit too much sweetener in there. Yeah, that's nice. Well, I'll be vaping it all day. That's what I made, and that's what I'll be. That's what I'll be on. And then if I don't like it, you can see how long it took to make another one. If I don't like it, I'll just throw it away. And I've still made some shitty ones, you know, like always. But I would say like 85-90% of what I make is vapable, and I grab it with me. It goes with me all day long until it goes, and then I make another one. But this stuff's been on this table now for probably like 6 months, and this is what I've been exclusively vaping with. And all of a sudden I might think, oh, that flavour. I've even forgot what flavours I got. I went looking for something the other day, and then while I was in there I pulled out like another 10 flavours, thinking, fuck, I forgot about that. That was so good. This was so good. But I'm trying to keep it just simple. But maybe that's how, if we do some more videos, maybe that's how we'll carry on, doing the simple shit. But that's how easy it is if you're a new vapor. I understand, I've not looked at the laws and legislation and all that shit, and you know what they're going to do, and banning flavours and all that stuff. But if it goes like, you know, if they do ban flavours in Ejuice, then everyone's going to be on this shit, and everyone needs to know just how easy it is. Not, oh God, I've got to make my own, I've got to do this, I've got to do. It's so fucking easy. It's so easy to get started, and when you start, you'll probably be on a hit and miss of like 50-50, maybe 25-75, you know, where 75 of your stuff is shit. But the good thing is you've got videos out nowadays like this one. Not that it's saying that what I'm doing here is right, but there are videos out there with great recipes. There's sites, eliquidrecipes.com, that's got tons of recipes in it, so it's hard to go wrong. And then have some fun with it. If it's just a means to an end, then it's a means to an end. Just do, you know, your recipes and be done with it. Or if not, have some fun with it. Do a little bit of mixing. What are we looking for time? In a minute, I've got to go download the editing software and everything else. This is a completely new computer build. I game a lot, so new screen, new CPU, new graphics card, new everything. Same case, but I don't have anything on the computer. I've got Lightroom for my photographs, and that's about it. So I've got to get my editing software on there and then edit this video, which is always tedious. And I don't know where my intros are because I don't have my old hard drives plugged in. So it might just be a very plain intro. So, oh, well, fuck it, right? So, anyway, I appreciate you coming back and seeing me. Everything's good here. I'm good. The mixing's still carrying on, but it's just not as in-depth as it used to be. Maybe I will get back into it. It's just having time. There's so much more. There's so many other things going on in life right now that it's hard to come in and spend hours on this. Although I still find it enjoyable, like, you know, mixing. Even just doing this, you know, it's still kind of fun going back into those flavors. But being out of touch for so long, it's my favorite flavors that I'm kind of using right here. I remember what they taste like, their percentages, how they mix. But there's a lot of other ones that I've completely forgotten about. So if I do get back into this mixing with you guys a lot, it's going to be it's going to be another learning curve for me as well. So, but what would be real fun, I think, is a live show at some time. I won't be able to answer a lot of questions or anything, but I think it'd just be nice to have some interaction with you folks and, you know, old time's sake kind of thing. But anyway, thanks for watching. I think I always used to do this or something, didn't I? Thanks folks, or something like that. I don't fucking know. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you're all doing well, and come back and see me if I make another. Catch you later. Yeah, thanks for the noise, rats. Yeah. You gonna come out? One of you wanna come out? You gonna come out? Oh, hello, Bubba. Come on. Yeah. Hello, baby. Maybe we'll put this little fella on here. This is a little female. She was born here, weren't she? Yeah, the females. The males are normally the loving ones. This one here, this is little female. She's beautiful. Look, you can see her eyes bulging. Look, we're so happy. Look at her. You a good girl, aren't you? And they are so fun. They just love to climb around you, and they sit up there all day. But she's dying to get around and explore. When I clean them out, I let all 4 females out on the floor, clean their cage out, go pick them up again. They're easy to get. Do the same with the males. They love to come out and play, don't you? Yeah, good girl. All right, I don't know if this will make it on video, but I don't know if everyone coming here to see DIY Ejuice mixing and see me playing with a rat.